Hello everyone and welcome back to Microtech Knives. On today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the NTOA and our recent submissions to the National Tactical Officers Association. So for those that aren't familiar with the NTOA, this is actually an organization that was started in 1983, and basically it was a way for improving public safety and tactical excellence through training, education, and product evaluations. They have a member-tested recommended program that puts products through rigorous paces in real-world testing by active duty law enforcement and special operations enforcement guys to give them the best products available. So their reviews are completely independent. They take officers from across the United States and then they submit these products to them, and they have to be used out in the real world for a minimum of 45 days. Once they do that, then it comes back with an evaluation. Now they have a scoring system. Now in that scoring system, if it scores anything less than a 3, then it doesn't make it. It doesn't cut the mustard, basically. Basically that information is given back to them as to why it did not make it and how they could improve that product for future use. Now 3 to 3.99 is actually going to get them a bronze, and then or what they call a standard. And then when you have 4 to 4.49, that gives you a silver. And then for gold, 4.50 to 50, that's going to be for a gold standard, highly recommended for real world use. So what we did at Microtech is we actually submitted some knives to the NTOA. We are a member of that organization. And first and foremost was the SOCOM Elite Manual. You guys know this is one of my favorite knives, and I wanted to make sure that this made it onto the list. And we got the evaluations back from that, and this one actually scored a 4.87 gold status for this. A police officer from Pennsylvania, you actually get all the reports back along with some of their quotes. This is a tough, heavy-duty knife, perfect for first responder and military personnel. It's a premium build quality, smooth deployment, and long-lasting materials, making an outstanding tactical folding knife. So it was no surprise to me that this actually got gold, and we're proud to announce this has the NTOA gold. Now guys, moving forward, anything that makes a gold or silver standard with NTOA is going to be offered on the service personnel program. Next up is one of my other favorites, and that is the LUDT. The LUDT also earned a gold from the independent testing. I'll go ahead and read you that. Test quote from Nebraska: "This is the best knife I've ever carried, and I will carry it every day." So that came in with a 4.75 gold status. Next up, which really surprised us, was the ZBP. Now the reason it surprised me is there's a lot of times they do require a little more maintenance when you have an out the front. But we did submit the Ultratech, the Zero Blade Play, and it actually got a score of 4.66, making that gold status. It says, "This knife is absolutely baller. The design of this out the front is a work of art, rock solid when opening, stylish, highly functional, and there's probably a reason that this knife is the cousin to John Wick's Arsenal." That is from a SWAT user in Rhode Island. So this one also made gold. Now some other honorable mentions that made silver was the Stitch. This is the Ramlock. If you guys aren't familiar with the Ramlock, it's very, very fast, very easy to deploy, and this one earned a silver NTOA rating. Let's go ahead and read that one. That one got an overall score of 4.06. It says, "The Microtech Stitch Ramlock Clip Point is an outstanding blade for tactical and heavy-duty use. It is clearly built with quality and precision in mind. It would be a top-tier choice for anyone needing a dependable, hard-use folder." And guys, that is the one with the G10 scales, just an outstanding knife, earning it a silver. The other one was the Combat Troodon. Now when you get into these larger knives, you have to remember, larger is not always better because sometimes it's harder to carry, especially if you're in uniform. Sometimes they can print a little bit more, but it still achieved a 4.47, just barely missing the gold standard. This was from an officer in Michigan, a tactical officer. "Hands down, the best OTF knife I've ever put my hands on. The action is so smooth, it is insane. Unlike so many others, the blade is solid, not flimsy. Microtech is definitely a leader in OTF knives, and it shows why." So this is also a favorite. I did carry a Combat a little while on duty, but it wasn't one of my favorites. My favorite was, of course, the SOCOM Elite Auto. And the last one we submitted was the Stitch Auto. This is another great choice, especially for one-handed opening, but just keep in mind, not all officers can carry automatic knives. It has to be cleared with their department, and some states have restrictions on those. So that one got a silver rating at a 4.47 as well. This was from Arizona. So the good thing is they're testing these knives across all different types of regions, everything from snow to sandy terrain, and like I said, real world use. It says this is the most robust knife I've ever used. I'm confident it will perform any task I throw at it. The auto button is protected, super simple to open, and it's taken a beating without faltering. You are paying for high quality, and this thing will last. So guys, we wanted to share that with you to let you understand what the NTOA is and why we're so proud of these ratings. We're not done submitting knives yet. We have a MSI that is going to be submitted in the Remlock, as well as the SOCOM Elite Auto. So we wanted to share that information with you. Hopefully you see that these knives that we call tactical are truly meant for tactical operations, for everything from HRT teams to ERTs to SWAT teams, EOD teams. They actually work really well, and there's a reason. So we hope you enjoy it, and definitely check our service personnel program. If you're a first responder, definitely get on there and qualify for it, because once you get qualified for them, you can purchase any of these knives through our service personnel program. For more information, follow us on social media. We'll see you soon.